Thank you. Well, morning everybody. No doubting you know why we're all here. So why don't we hop straight into it. I'll just make a couple of observations and then I'll hand to Stephen, who will make a short statement. And I think overnight, surely you've got some well-prepared answers or questions at least. We've got the well-prepared answers, Michelangelo, and we'll hop straight into Q&A if that's okay. So Stephen Trigg, after 12 and a half years as CEO and 17 years at our football club, will be stepping down. That will be effective 4 weeks from today. Stephen has accepted a role with the Carlton Football Club. It should be known that Stephen goes with our best wishes from all of us at our club and those close to the club. We wish him only the best. Stephen has done an excellent job at our football club. He is an incredible leader and he leaves behind, I think, a marvellous legacy that is currently getting played out to us as we speak. If you cast your mind back to Hawthorn a fortnight ago, we played in front of a full house where every seat was sold and paid for. Every function room was chock-a-block, Tom, full. Every corporate box, full, sold out sign, all the inventory there. We have a young and ever-improving list, and they're playing in that world-class facility. So a legacy of great infrastructure. I think what good leaders leave behind, though, is more than just infrastructure and even the facilities that we're holding this in today in terms of training facilities and an admin base. It's more around culture and people. And what I've observed really closely in the last several years is, this place is chock full of good, hard-working, talented people that Stephen, by and large, has recruited, selected, fostered and mentored. And I know he would humbly accept that, acknowledge that, and I know he's very proud of it, and as chairman of the football club, I'm extremely proud of it. So look, why don't I pause there? I'll hand to Stephen, who will make a couple of statements, and let's hop into some questions and answers.
Thanks, Rob. Morning all. I suppose the best place for me to start, short of the Q&As, is the why, and the why now. It had been in my mind for a while as to the best timing. Part of that is very logical, and part of that, I wouldn't say is illogical, but is more a feel factor. So just try this, is that this is the thought process over the last probably 6 months in particular. Is that the first thing is that I've been doing this role, as Rob said, for 12 and a half years. And I'm pretty sure, I haven't done the stat, but I'm pretty sure that the average tenure at CEO level, this competition is 3 or 4 years or something like that. That's how it was. So in its own way, it gives rise to thinking about when's the right time, not wanting to outstay your welcome. The second logical part of that is that over the last 12 months, we have made an enormous amount of ground as a club. Big projects, big jobs, and we've signed them off. And without, labouring them, we're talking about finishing the construction. Everyone's taken a lot of credit for Adelaide Oval, but on our club's behalf, this lead role in finishing off the Adelaide Oval project, transitioning our 50,000 at the time members there, and everything that went with that, securing our future here. As the staff know, there's a set of files that was on my desk for 6 months that were as high as the ceiling in terms of agreements for here, a myriad of agreements at Adelaide Oval, a new constitution. We needed to get our licence back, which we did. We established a state league team, and those jobs were done a third of the way through this year. And as any CEO will tell you, is that when you've ticked off on big projects and done what the board's been looking for, and where's the next bit? Concurrent with that is a really sincere and prevailing view that goes, our club's in great shape. Our club is in really, really great shape. Contrary to the occasional view to the contrary to that is that we're in great shape. So, as Rob said, we're playing at a world-class stadium. We're playing in front of record attendances, the second best across the comp. Our record memberships at record levels. It's nearing 60,000. We've got great assets. We're in a strong financial position. Our future's secured here for as long as we want it to be. We have a great young list. It's knocking on the door of the 8. It's got 5 players in it that's rising stars in the last 18 months. So again, as any CEO will tell you, it's when's the timing right. Signed off on some big projects, got them done. Tenure's been long. Club's in great shape. No CEO ever wants to leave a place if it's not functioning, humming along really well. It started to come into my mind more and more in the last few months, and I'm blessed to have had the most supportive board and chairman, all 3 chairmen across my time, but in this instance, Rob and the board, incredibly supportive and able to be spoken to about, in very open terms with Rob and myself about it, starting to come into my mind. What's it look like? How long? And then a few weeks back, opportunity arose. I wasn't 100% sure of what it looked like next. One of those opportunities was relatively straightforward in the decision making as a no. The other one started to resonate and resonate more and more. And as unusual as it feels, I know it's been done before, but when you've invested so much time and effort and you go into combat week after week with your club that you've invested so much time with, it becomes a bit of a wrench. But the pure logic of joining a great club in the form of Carlton, I couldn't get it out of my head, and it progressed from there. So there is a logical side of it, there is a feel side of it. I never ever wanted to outstay my welcome. I've been supported incredibly well by this club for a long time and through a couple of little difficult spots, but I just know, you hear people say this, I just know that the time is right. I just know that we've signed off on so many really good things for the footy club, and I know it's in great shape, that it's logical. But it's still a wrench, Tom, because as I say, you've invested so much time and effort and emotional energy into it. As I said to the players this morning, you'll ask me about regrets probably, but there's an obvious one in there. But the inability to, despite being really successful as a footy club, is sustainably successful. 8 final series in my 12 years, 4 prelim finals. I'll even throw in a couple of night premierships. But the one that hasn't been able to be ticked in my tenure is that premiership. And as I said to the players this morning, you buggers win one in the next year or two, I'll be both the happiest and saddest person in the world, because I genuinely think it's not far away, and it's what I've been yearning for now for some time, and probably kept that tenure going for a fair while. But again, Michelangelo, the time's right, and looking forward to new challenges.